Welcome to Millennial Housewives Stay Sane as a Stay-at-Home Mom interview series where we are showing stay-at-home moms that we are all in this together. We are strong, smart, and savvy and just trying to figure out what it means to have it all. I'm Tessie, and today I'm interviewing Kimberly from Mommy Point. Kimberly is a Christian wife to her husband Terry and mother to her son TJ and daughter Ella. She is a dietetic technician registered and has a bachelor's degree in human nutrition with a concentration in dietetics. She worked as a nutritionist for the WIC program until March 2014 when she became a mom to her handsome TJ. Now she's a stay-at-home mom during the day and a dance instructor at night. She absolutely loves taking care of her children and is so grateful for the opportunity to watch them grow on a daily basis. So welcome, Kimberly.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for being here. So why don't you tell us a little bit more about yourself and how you became a stay-at-home mom?
Yeah, so in March 2014, my son was born, and we kind of just made the decision for me to stay with him. It was kind of to the point where I was either going to work to pay for childcare, and that just didn't seem very feasible for me. And I had the opportunity to start teaching more, I guess, of a full-time basis at the dance studio. And so we went with that, and it's just worked for us ever since.
That's wonderful. That's so great that you have that opportunity to do that. So why don't you tell us what your daily schedule looks like?
Yeah, so we're pretty relaxed. I am trying to work on getting myself into a better schedule. But usually we wake up anywhere between 7:30, 8. One of the things I've been trying to do lately is get up before they get up, just so that I can have a little bit of mommy time. But if it's a school day for my son, then I take him to school. He goes from 9 to 12. And then if it's not, then we wake up, we'll have breakfast. Or some type of activity at home. Sometimes we go to the park, sometimes we go run errands. It's flexible, honestly. And then evening times, if it's a day that I go to the studio, then I will, my mom usually watches them for me while my husband is working. And then I'll be at the dance studio, come home and do all the nighttime stuff. And that's pretty much it.
Great. Yeah, it's good to have a little bit of flexibility in your day also.
Yeah,
definitely. Not everything's totally set in stone, but it sounds like you have a pretty good schedule worked out.
Thank you.
So do you consider yourself a millennial housewife, and why?
I thought about this question a lot, and I think I definitely do. I think one of the biggest things was, especially this day and age, a lot of women aren't really wanting to stay home or don't think that they can stay home. They think that they have to, be out there at a traditional 9-to-5 job. And for me, I want to be able to take care of my children. I want to be able to raise them myself, but also make my own money, which I'm doing, working at the dance studio, but also with starting my blog, I do, see myself being able to make a full-time income from that as well. And so that's really my goal, is to be able to do what I want, which is to take care of my children, but also to, provide for myself and my family as well.
Yeah, no, that's right. So many millennial housewives now and women are finding that there are so many different ways to be able to bring in an income while still being at home with your family. And you're kind of the perfect example of that, where you are able to do your dance at night and bring in some income. And also blogging is a great way to start bringing in some money too.
Hold on 1 second. I'm sorry.
No,
please stop. Oh my goodness, they're fighting in the pack and play. It's a hot mess. Okay.
Go ahead and take your time. Like I said, it's, this is what being a mom is all about. So mommy comes first. So go ahead if you need to talk to them. Are you all good?
TJ, stop, son. Hold on 1 second.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
That's fine.
Oh my goodness. Here.
This is what being a millennial housewife is all about. We got to take time out for our kids if we need to.
All right. Sorry about that.
Yeah, fine. Totally fine. No worries. Are they all good now? You okay? Are they okay?
Yes, I put my daughter in the pack and play with her brother, and so they'll just fight over that. They'll be okay.
We got a couple more minutes, so that's all right. No worries. So on that note, so what is your favorite thing about being a stay-at-home mom?
I think just seeing them grow. I think every day, being able to watch them hit new milestones, not miss things. TJ, stop, son. Oh my goodness. Not see them, I guess like not missing their first steps and not missing their first words and not missing, just all of those things, seeing them interact with each other, just all those like little details that you would kind of miss if you're not home the majority of the time with them, if they're with somebody else.
Definitely. I mean, that's kind of why I chose it too, is because, yeah, you do get to really be there for all of those big milestones. And I think that's really wonderful.
Mm-hmm.
So, but as we all know, being a stay-at-home mom isn't all, rainbows and unicorns.
Yeah.
So tell us something that you struggle with as a stay-at-home mom.
For me, I think one of the biggest things I struggle with is balance, like finding time for myself. And then also, like, I'm not the most organized of people, so just staying organized and keeping on top of things. I think being, staying at home, it's really easy to like let things kind of just slide because you're at home, but really trying to like stay on top of like laundry and things that are just never ending. That's pretty hard. But definitely, I think just the biggest thing is just really like finding time for me. I get lost in the shuffle sometimes. So really focusing, especially this year, on trying to focus on myself and some of my dreams as well.
That's really great. Yeah, self-care is something that I think a lot of us stay-at-home moms struggle with trying to find the time for. I know I do. Like, I'm always putting myself last, and I think that's a really great goal for you to try and focus on, bumping yourself up a little bit and focusing on self-care too. So one thing that is common on Millennial Housewife is having it all. So do you believe that you can have it all, and how do you define having it all?
Yeah, I think too, for me, having it all really is just being healthy, happy, successful in the sense of that my children are happy, my husband is happy, I'm happy, we're happy with our life. I don't necessarily have to have, $1 million in the bank to have it all. But just to make sure that, everything is okay. We all have, sound, heart, and mind. We don't break any bones, that sort of thing, for sure. So, yeah.
Yeah, no, that's definitely great. That is, you define having your all, and you said it very well. I love that. So what advice would you give to other stay-at-home moms?
Definitely have a support. I think having a good group of friends that you can talk with and who can, if you're into that, just pray with you and pray over you, having a good support system, I think, is really crucial, because it gets lonely being a stay-at-home mom, especially if you're with your children 24/7 or just however, many hours of the day, not having that adult companionship or somebody to talk to during the daytime can kind of get, frustrating. So definitely, I think the biggest thing is just have a support system, even if it's, an online community, which I think is really great about blogging too, is because you get to meet so many different people, and you don't have to necessarily live in the same area as them, but you still have that online support. And then just having even just a couple of really good friends that are, in the same city as you, that you can say, hey, let's all meet up and have the kids go play, and we can actually have, a real adult conversation, I think is really important.
Yeah, I think that's awesome advice. You're right. Having a support system is so important, and having good people around you. So I love that. That's really great. So why don't you tell us a little bit about your blog?
Yeah, Mommy Point, honestly, I bought the domain like a year before I even launched it. It's just a hot mess. My sister is a blogger, and she really encouraged me to start my blog as well. And so seeing her be successful with her blog really kind of helped motivate me and gave me the extra push to just go ahead and launch it. So in October of last year, I launched it, and I write about a lot of motherhood topics right now. I want to start getting into more like breastfeeding and nutrition information, because that's really something that I'm passionate about, especially with having my degree in nutrition and working for WIC for as long as I did. And then product reviews, you know, that sort of thing. Basically motherhood and lifestyle in a nutshell would be what my blog is about.
Cool, that's great. I love your blog. I was looking at it, and it's so clean and crisp and beautiful, and I really like that. And I would totally read all that stuff on nutrition, because I'm like really big on that too. So I can't wait to read more about that. That would be great. So why don't you tell us where we can find you online?
You can find me. My blog is mommypointe, mommypointe.com. And then all of my social media, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Pinterest, even Snapchat, even though I don't use it, they're all Mommy Point, mommypointe.
Okay, wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Kimberly, for being here. This has been really wonderful, and I think that you've given us some great tips, and thank you so much for sharing your story with us. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.